Hello friends, welcome to today's GCC class, and in this class we will see the MapReduce actual data and control flow. That is, we are going to see the main responsibility of MapReduce framework from 4th unit programming model. The main responsibility of MapReduce framework is to effectively run a user's program on a distributed computing system. How the user program will be executed effectively on distributed computing system. For this, there are 11 steps. First one is data partitioning, computation partitioning, determining the master and workers, and reading the input data or data distribution, map function, combiner function, partitioning function, synchronization, communication, sorting and grouping, and reduce function. And now let us see all those functions in detail. First one is partitioning. Here, MapReduce library splits the input data files already stored in GFS, that is Google File System. GFS means Google File System, into m number of pieces. How many pieces? M number of pieces. That also corresponds to number of map tasks. Here the input file, huge file will be there. This huge file will be splitted into number of small blocks or pieces, and these pieces number should be equal to number of map functions. Map function 1, and this is map function 2, and this is map function 3. So the number of pieces should be equal to number of map tasks. And the second one is computation partitioning, and it is indirectly handled by MapReduce framework itself to help the users to write their programs in the form of MapReduce functions, right? And the MapReduce library that only generates the copy of user program, right? For example, the fork system call, which containing map and reduce functions, and distribute them and starts them upon the number of available computation engines. Here the computations engines are nothing but the MapReduce programming. And this diagram explains the use of MapReduce partitioning functions to link the map and reduce workers. Here we are having more number of map workers and more number of reduce workers. And each worker is having a partitioning function, that is map worker is having a partitioning function. Those are used to give an intermediate key value pair, Here the same key value pairs comes from all map workers will be grouped together, and those will be given to the reduce worker. And the second same key value pair, and that will be given to another reduce worker, and the process will be going on as it. And this is the third one. Third will be given to third reduce worker. And we have to note down one thing importantly: the number of map workers should not be equal to the number of reduce workers. And the third one is determining the master and workers. Here the MapReduce architecture is based on master and worker model. Here one of the copy of user program becomes the master and the rest become worker. And master picks the ideal workers and assign the map and reduce task to them. And MapReduce worker is typically a computation engine, such as a cluster node to run MapReduce task by executing MapReduce functions. Here we are having master and workers. More number of workers will be there. more number of workers will be there, and the master is actually going to control all the workers. And if there is ideal worker, then the master will assign those block, that is user block, to that worker to execute MapReduce task. And the next one is reading input data, or otherwise called as data distribution. Here each map worker, here only the worker will read the corresponding portion of input data, namely the input data split. Here the entire text file will be splitted into number of blocks, and each block will be read by each map worker and sends that to map function. Here the map worker may run more than one map functions, which means more than one input data splits. That is, each worker is usually assigned to one input split only. That is, one worker can execute only one input split. After completing that, it can again take the another input split. And next one is map function. Each map function receives the input data split, and which is actually the set of key value pairs. Okay, and this will process and produce the intermediate key value pairs. That is, the process of map function is to produce the intermediate key value pairs. The next one is combiner function. It is an optional local function within the map worker. Optional local function within the map worker which applies intermediate key value pairs. Intermediate key value pairs. Okay. The user can invoke the combiner function inside the user program. And the combiner function, the purpose of combiner function is to merge the local data of each map worker before sending it over the network to effectively reduce its computation or communication cost. Okay, and the MapReduce framework sorts and groups the data, that is intermediate key value pair. Intermediate key value pair before it processed to the reduce function. So before the reduce function, the MapReduce framework will sort and group the intermediate key value data, and these will be given to the input of reduce function. The next is partitioning function. Here the intermediate key value pairs with the identical keys are grouped together because all values inside each group should be processed by the one single reduce function to generate the final result. So the same intermediate key should be grouped together. But here we are having m number of map functions and r number of reduce functions. So we are having more number of map and more number of reduce tasks, and we are having a set of intermediate key value pairs with the same key. For the same key we are having more number of pairs, and that may be produced a different map task, and they should be grouped and processed together by one single reduce function. Okay, so we are having different map function, and all the different map function can produce the same key value pair, and these key value pair should be collected and grouped together, and finally we have to give that into a single reduce function. Here the intermediate key value pairs produce each map worker are partitioned into the R regions, and which are equal to number of reduce tasks. Okay, so the intermediate key value pairs should be grouped together, and that number of groups should be equal to the number of reduce functions. Number of reduce functions. Okay, and the partitioning function could simply be the hash function. Partitioning function is working like a hash function, that is hash of key mod r. hash of key mod R that forwards the data into particular region. That means the data will be forwarded to corresponding reduce task. Reduce task. The next one is synchronization. So the synchronization is very important policy which is used to coordinate the map worker with the reduce workers. We are having more number of map workers and more number of reduce workers, and those are have to communicate between them to start all the map tasks to be finished. So synchronization is very important policy here. And next one is communication. Here reduce worker uses RPC, that is remote procedure call, to read the data from respective region of all map workers. So the map worker data to be read by the reduce worker by using the RPC. Since all reduce workers are read the data from all map workers, here all to all communication among all map and reduce workers will be taken place, which incur a congestion on the network. Okay, so the data transfer module was proposed to schedule data transfer independently from map to reduce worker. So the communication is very important, and that will be taken place of data transfer module in the map reduce framework. And next let us see the sorting and grouping. Sorting and grouping. When the process of reading the input data which is finalized by reduce worker, and the data is initially buffered in the local disk of reduce worker. That is, all intermediate results will be first buffered in the local disk of reduce worker, and then the reduce worker will group the intermediate key value pairs by sorting the data based on the key values, based on the keys. We are going to sort the data based on the keys, number of keys. Okay, and followed by grouping of all occurrence of identical keys. And the buffered data is sorted and grouped because the number of unique keys produced by map workers may be more than R regions, which is more than one key exists in each region of map worker. Here we may have more number of map worker, M1, M2, Mn, Mn, and all these map worker will produce the intermediate key value pair, and the reduce worker may be only 3, for example, and these will be reduced into only 3 regions, and those regions will be stored in the intermediate local disk of reduce worker, right? And this is the reduce function. So the reduce worker iterates over the grouped key value pairs, and for each unique key, it will iteratively group the key value pairs and sends the key and corresponding values to the reduce function. Then this function processes its input data and stores the output results in the predetermined files. That is, all the output of reduce functions will be stored in the output file. And this diagram explains the data flow implementation of many functions in map workers and reduce workers through multiple sequence of partitioning, combining, synchronization and communication, and then sorting and grouping and reduce operations. Okay, so in this diagram we are having more number of map workers. So the map workers, first the input will be splitted into number of blocks. So input file partitioning will taken place by using the input split operation, and those splitted data will be given to map function. M is nothing but the map function, and this M, that is the map function, will produce the intermediate key value pair. Okay, the output of map function will be the intermediate key value pair, and those key value pair will be then sorted and grouped by the library function of map value framework, and those sorted and grouping block will be given to the combiner function. This combiner function will produce the output, that is, this is also again the key and the different values, key and v1, v2, v3, like that it will produce. Okay, and this will be again given to the partitioning function. Okay, the partitioning function output will be the same key with different values, number of values, key with the v1, v2, v3, that is number of times the particular key will be occurrence. After that, the synchronization and communication functionality is used to synchronize all these map with the reduce functions. So these are the reduce worker. These are the reduce worker, and those will be given again, sorting and grouping will be taken place. Here all the similar key value pairs will be grouped together, and that will be given to the reduce worker. So sorting and grouping will be taken place again, and that will be given to reduce worker, and the reduce worker output is our final output. So this output will be stored to output file. Output file. Up to this we have seen the main responsibilities of MapReduce framework. The responsibilities are: first, data partitioning, computation partitioning, determining the master and workers, reading the input data or data distribution, map function, combiner function, partitioning function, synchronization, communication, sorting and grouping, and then reduce functions. So these are the important responsibilities of MapReduce framework. And in the next video, I will give another important topic from 4th unit. Thank you all of you.